Is Cantarella and her weapon a must pull? Let's find out. Alright guys, so first off, let's just start with her pre-farm material so you can start farming for her. And you need cleansing, which you can get from the Lori. Seaside, so this is a new plant. You'll get it from the new area. Polygon, you can get it from the enemies. Helix, forgery, and now is the best time to farm it since there's a double drops event. Again, polygon from enemies. When irises bloom, so this is from a new weekly boss. I would recommend you guys to not do your weekly boss next week until the update comes out, so you can spend it all on this. Alright, let's quickly go over her kit. So her basic attack is a 3-hit combo that does havoc damage. Heavy attack consumes stamina and does havoc damage. Enhanced heavy attack, so she uses 40 stacks to deal havoc damage and enters Mirage, which is her enhanced state and what you'll mostly want for her kit. It's like a domain expansion, illusion, which like surrounds her with water and it makes you think that you're underwater. Her mid attacks consume stamina, does plunge attacks, and yeah, deals havoc damage. Dodge counter the usual, after a dodge press attack, deal havoc damage. Next we have her skill. So she has 2 skills depending on whether she's in Mirage or not. So her normal skill without Mirage, she just attacks the enemy and does havoc damage. And when she's in Mirage, her skill can be cast in mid-air. It deals havoc damage and puts the enemy in Hazy Dream, and this attack is considered an echo skill. So what is Hazy Dream? Hazy Dream just like freezes the enemy for like 6.5 seconds or puts them to sleep. Think of this as Carlotta's skill where she like freezes the enemy, and when Cantarella is on field and attacks an enemy that is under Hazy Dream, it is removed and they take havoc damage, considered basic attack damage. Other characters, coordinated attacks, and utilities don't trigger this. They will just remove the Hazy Dream and wake up the enemy. Next we have her ultimate, and if I had to simplify this, then think of this as Judge's ultimate's coordinated attacks, where jellyfish instead of birds attack every time a character on your team attacks, but this would be the only similarities that they have. So her ultimate can be cast in mid-air. It does an initial hit of havoc damage, considered basic attack damage, and is also considered an echo skill. And then we have the coordinated attacks here, up to 21 coordinated attacks. Every time a character hits an enemy, a jellyfish spawns and attacks the enemy. Next we have her foray, and oh my gosh, look at how much text this is. Alright, let me just simplify this. So basically all of her foray is in her Mirage state, her underwater illusion state, which lasts for 8 seconds or until you run out of 40 stacks. Her basic attacks get enhanced and she gets a new 3-hit combo that can be cast in mid-air and it deals havoc damage. Each time you hit an enemy, it consumes 140 stack, heals the whole team, and she gets 1 stack of shiver. So she can hold up to 3 stacks of shiver, and she also gets shiver from mid-air plunge attacks and dodge counters. Her third basic attack triggers 3 coordinated attacks, dealing havoc damage. Alright, so what is shiver used for? Well, when you have 3 shiver stacks, her skill lights up and gets enhanced. When you press it, it consumes all of your shiver stacks and deals havoc damage, considered basic attack damage, and of course it will be considered as an echo skill too. It puts a target into Hazy Dream and heals the whole team. Wait, since she's healing the team with a skill, Showkeeper's weapon might work with her. Yeah, I'll have to test it out. You also have this, where every time a character uses their echo skill, she gains 6 conservo energy. Oh, and Cantarella swims faster in water and consumes a stamina. Alright, so how do you get the 40 stacks? She can hold up to 5 40 stacks. She gets 1 from her intro, her basic attack stage 3, and her skill. Her ultimate gives her 3 40 stacks, and in water she gains 1 40 stack every 5 seconds. So you can basically get 5 40 stacks just from the intro, the skill, and the ultimate. Just make sure that you have enough ER on her, and it looks like her field time will be super low, and she might actually do more coordinated attacks than Jaja, thanks to the 3rd stage of her 40's basic attack, where she does like 3 extra coordinated attacks. So she might be better for Jinhsi, but I'll have to test this when she releases. So yeah, just forget what I said. Intro, so she's the only character in the game that has an enhanced intro. Or wait, doesn't Chihuahua have one? So your normal intro, she attacks the enemy, does havoc damage, and if you do a basic attack after the intro, then she jumps to stage 3 of her basic attack. And her second intro, which you can activate if you're in Mirage, she does 3 coordinated attacks. Looking at this, I think you might want to quick swap with her, since if you look at the Mirage here, it only lasts for 8 seconds, so yeah, you gotta be quick or you're gonna miss the enhanced intro and the 3 extra coordinated attacks. Her outro is the usual. Next character that you switch to gets 20% havoc amp and 25% skill amp. Let's get to the inherent skills. We have cure and poison. Inherent skill 1, cure, increases healing bonus by 20%. Inherent skill 2, casting echo skill gives 6% havoc damage bonus, stacking up to 2 times, which you'll easily get. So free 12% havoc damage bonus. Alright, so for a basic rotation, yep, it's just like I said. You start with the intro, and then skill, and then ultimate, which will max her 40, and then you do a heavy attack to enter Mirage, and then do 3 basic attacks to activate the enhanced skill, and then you use the outro. So yeah, super low field time. Alright, combat roles, support and healer, of course. Concerto efficient, again low field time. time. She wants basic attack rolls on your echoes on weapon, if you can. Just coordinate attacks, and she amplifies Havoc damage and skill damage. So who does she want in her team other than the Havoc characters? Yup, Carlotta and Jinhsi. But to be honest, I would just give Carlotta Shizha, and Jinhsi will get Cantarella, since she seems to fit better and do more coordinated attacks, which I'll have to test. But yeah, so far a must pull for me, and I like her more than Shizha. Alright, let's get to her weapon. Design, I always say this, rectifiers are the best looking weapons in this game. Alright, weapon main stats. So these are the exact same as Shizha's weapon. Low attack for a 5-star, but because of that, high crit damage. I kind of prefer crit rate on my weapons. Let's get to the weapon skill. We'll be looking at R1. I don't think anybody who's watching this will go for rank 5, since sequence is usually better. Alright, so first off, like usual, the first stat is either 12% element boost or 12% attack, and she got attack. Casting echo skill within 10 seconds after casting intro skill. Our basic attacks grants 1 stack of gentle dreams. Echoes with the same name can only trigger this effect once, stacking up to 2 times, lasting for 10 seconds. When reaching 2 stacks, casting echo skill no longer resets the duration of this effect. This effect activates up to once per 10 seconds. Alright, so far every character can use this. It might not be ideal for some characters, like if you're using the Moonlit stat with the Heron and you start the rotation with an echo, then yeah, that's not ideal. Alright, so 1 stack gives you 40% basic attack damage bonus. This is really good. A lot of characters can use this. 2 stacks ignores 12% of the target's Havoc res. Okay, this is not good, but at the same time, Cantarella is the first Havoc rectifier character, so I guess it's fine since nobody else can even use this. So yeah, it's fine that other characters can only activate like 1 stack of this, since they wouldn't even need the second stack. I mean, Cantarella is the only character in the game that can use more than 2 echo skills under 10 seconds. You don't even need this, man. Alright, so far this weapon, like, it's universal, but we haven't finished reading this yet. Switching to another resonator ends this effect early. So yeah, forget what I said. This weapon, it was too good to be true. As soon as you switch off the character, everything from here to here ends, and you only get the attack. That's it. So it's not good for off-field coordinated attackers. So yeah, this weapon is on a must pull. I can't recommend this to free-to-play players. Only get this weapon if you like the design and if you really like Cantarella. I'm sorry guys, it's just really hard to recommend rectifiers when the string master exists. But yeah, if you're still going to get the weapon, then here are the prefarm materials. Alright, when looking at the weapon, I feel like there's a character who would benefit from the weapon a lot. If all you care about is nuking, like the most amount of damage you want screenshot, then it's probably going to be like super broken on Phoebe because of the high crit damage here. 22% crit damage. I mean, I have the string master on her right now, so if I switch to that, then I could easily reach 400% crit damage, which is just insane. Again, this is not good for normal gameplay because I would barely have any crit rate, but if you want the most damage possible in a single screenshot, then yeah, that would be the play. And if you're a gambler with your damage, then yeah, go for it, man. Be real though, if you have the string master, then you don't need Cantarella's weapon, so you could just save your pool for another character. If this video helped you, then you can help me by liking and subscribing, and yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day or night. Thank you so much for watching.